For decades, the word manifestation has been dismissed as woo-woo. It's been packaged as a new age fantasy where you sit on a couch, think happy thoughts, and wait for the universe to drop $1 million through your ceiling. We've been told to just wish upon a star and everything will magically align. But I'm not here to talk to you about magic. I'm not here to talk to you about wishful thinking. I am here to talk to you about neuroscience. What if I told you that what the mystics call destiny, neurosurgeons call cognitive restructuring? What if I told you that manifestation is not a mystical lottery, but a biological, physiological process? It is a deliberate method of unlocking the ultimate supercomputer sitting inside your skull by literally changing the physical architecture of your brain. Today, we're going to look at the hard science of how you stop wishing and start reprogramming. We are going to move out of the reactive paralysis of fear mode and step into the hyper-focused clarity of heart mode. Buckle up. This isn't a pep talk. This is how you brainwash yourself for undeniable success. Right now, as you sit in this room, your brain is being bombarded with roughly 11 million bits of data every single second. Sensory input, sounds, temperature changes, the texture of your clothes, background noise. If your conscious mind tried to process all 11 million bits simultaneously, your brain would literally fry itself. You would go insane. So, how does your brain survive? It uses an elite security guard, a microscopic network of neurons located at the base of your brainstem called the reticular activating system, or the RAS. The RAS is the ultimate bouncer of your mind. It filters out 99.9% of the world, allowing only a fraction of data to make it into your conscious awareness. And how does the bouncer decide who gets in? It passes through whatever matches your current beliefs and immediate focus. Think about it. Have you ever decided you wanted to buy a specific car, say, a matte black Tesla? Suddenly, the very next day, you see matte black Teslas everywhere. They are at the stoplight, they are in the grocery store parking lot, they are in your neighbor's driveway. Did the world suddenly manufacture 1 million Teslas overnight? No. They were always there. Your bouncer just used to classify them as irrelevant data and throw them in the trash. But the moment you chose that focus, you handed a new search command to your RAS. Manifestation is the art of intentionally programming that filter. When you visualize your goals with hyper-vivid intensity, when you write down your vision with the precision of a neurosurgeon, you aren't daydreaming. You are rewriting the bouncer's guest list. You are telling your neurology to stop ignoring the hidden opportunities, the connections, the resources, and the strategies that will lead to your goal. If you don't take control of this filter, you stay trapped in a broken mindset, completely blind to the open doors right in front of your face. What you are not actively changing through your focus, you are choosing by default. But here is the brutal truth. You cannot plant a magnificent garden in a field that is completely overrun with toxic weeds. Your weeds are your limiting beliefs. They are the deeply embedded subconscious programs that constantly whisper, "You aren't smart enough. Money is scarce. People like you don't build empires. Real success belongs to someone else." Every single conscious thought you have arises from a fundamental, foundational belief you hold about yourself. If your underlying software is programmed for scarcity, you can repeat positive affirmations until you are blue in the face, but your RAS will still look for proof that you are failing. In Zen philosophy, there is a beautiful concept regarding these mental struggles. We don't look at weeds as something to be hated or judged. We look at them as potential nourishment, if you know how to compost them. Don't judge your negative self-talk. Don't suppress it. Observe it. When a thought of fear pops up, treat it like a scientist. Ask yourself, where did that belief come from? Whose voice is that? If you operate out of a fixed mindset, you believe your talent, intelligence, and destiny are set in stone. But the moment you adopt a growth mindset, you realize that the brain is plastic. It possesses neuroplasticity. It can be bent, molded, and reshaped through deliberate, continuous effort. To manifest the new version of yourself, you must first do the messy, uncomfortable work of ripping out the root systems of the old you. It requires radical honesty. It means looking in the mirror and realizing that your current life is an exact reflection of the thoughts you tolerated yesterday. The absolute pivot point in the science of brain reprogramming is understanding the biological shift between fear mode and heart mode. 99% of people spend their entire lives grinding inside fear mode. They are running on survival mechanics. Their amygdala is constantly firing, pumping cortisol and adrenaline through their veins. They are anxious, they are stressed, and they are trying to force success through sheer, desperate willpower. But listen to me closely, you cannot force consistency when your nervous system is in survival mode. When you are trapped in fear mode, your brain's prefrontal cortex, the center for creativity, long-term strategy, and high-level problem solving, literally shuts down. Your brain diverts all its energy to fighting or fleeing. You can't see a breakthrough when you are looking for an attacker. Manifestation requires you to intentionally shift your physiology into heart mode. Heart mode is a state of psychological safety, profound gratitude, and massive service. Gratitude is not some soft, emotional luxury. It is a high-performance neurological tool. When you train your brain to feel gratitude for what you have right now, while simultaneously visualizing the future you are building, you completely eliminate internal resistance. You down-regulate your stress response. Your creative centers light up like a Christmas tree. You stop forcing yourself to work out obligation, and you become pull-driven by inspiration. You become addicted to the discipline because taking action suddenly feels baseline good. You transform from a passive dreamer into a mindful doer. Let's define the difference, because the world is full of dreamers. A dreamer finds their happiness purely in thought, but they never put their boots on the ground to engage with reality. On the other end, you have the frantic achiever, who finds happiness only through external milestones. They get the promotion, they buy the house, and they feel a cheap hit of dopamine for 2 weeks before the crippling stress returns. Both paths end in frustration. But the mindful doer operates on an entirely different frequency. The mindful doer pursues their massive goals with the relentless, unyielding effort of the Mamba mentality, yet they remain entirely unattached to the immediate outcome. They show up to their craft every single day with the absolute intensity of a master builder. They hammer the stone, they write the code, they build the business, and they find their ultimate reward in the doing, not just the having. When you anchor your joy in the labor itself, you become utterly untouchable. No market crash can break you. No critic can stop you. No setback can dishearten you. Your manifestation becomes inevitable because you have fallen in love with the price of admission. The future is waiting for you. But it will not be delivered to you on a silver platter. And it will not be conjured up by wishful thinking. It must be designed in the theater of your mind, and it must be built by the sweat of your hands. Stop waiting for a lucky break. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Start building your breakthrough, brick by single brick, every single day. Take control of your reticular activating system. Pull the weeds of your limiting beliefs. Shift your physiology out of fear and step boldly into heart mode. The power to rewire your neural pathways, to change your identity, and to dictate your destiny is physically sitting inside your skull right now. Don't just watch this talk. Don't just nod your head. Go forth. Rewire your mind. Manifest your vision. And win.